Moms, how did your sweet baby turn into a tiny dictator? So my daughter Penelope was the sweetest baby. Like, people would stop me at grocery stores to tell me how angelic she looked. Big hazel eyes, perfect little ringlets, always smiling. She'd share her goldfish crackers with strangers. I thought I'd won the parenting lottery. Yeah, that was before she turned 4 and apparently decided democracy was overrated. It started small. One morning, she walks into the kitchen wearing my sunglasses and heels, dragging her pink blanket like it's a royal cape. She climbs onto her booster seat and goes, "From now on, I shall be addressed as Princess Supreme." I laughed. That was my first mistake. She slammed her sippy cup down and said, "Laughing at royalty is treason, mother. Mother, not mommy. Mother." Like she's narrating a period drama. I thought she was just playing pretend. Wrong. Next day, she made a crown out of toilet paper and aluminum foil, marched into the living room where her dad was watching football, grabbed the remote and declared, "Sports are canceled in this kingdom. We only watch princess movies now." He tried to take it back. She screamed so loud the neighbors texted asking if we needed help. Then came the rules. Oh my god, the rules. She wrote them in crayon on printer paper and taped them everywhere. Rule 1, Princess Supreme eats first. Rule 2, no vegetables in the royal presence. Rule 3, bedtime is when Princess Supreme decrees it. I ripped them down. She made more. I threw those away. She started hiding them like some kind of revolutionary. Found one inside my pillowcase that said, "The resistance is futile." She's 4. Where did she even learn that word? But the real turning point was when she started recruiting citizens for her kingdom. She convinced her 2-year-old brother to be her royal guard, gave him a plastic sword and taught him to yell, "Halt! State your business," every time I walked into a room. Do you know how creepy it is to be blocked by a toddler with a foam weapon demanding identification in your own hallway? Then she got the dog involved. She tied a dish towel around his neck and called him Sir Woofington, Knight of the Realm. That dog now refuses to come when I call him by his actual name. He only responds to Sir Woofington. The groomer thinks I've lost my mind. One afternoon, I walk into her room and find her holding court with her stuffed animals arranged in rows. She's sitting on her toy box wearing every plastic necklace she owns, holding a hairbrush like a scepter. She sees me and goes, "Ah, the peasant has arrived. You may approach, but do not make eye contact." I said, "Penelope, I'm your mother, not a peasant." She squints and goes, "That sounds like something a peasant would say." Her dad thought it was hilarious until she started taxing him. Yeah, taxing. She set up a toll station at the top of the stairs with her piggy bank. $1 to pass, Daddy. The kingdom needs funds. When he tried to walk past without paying, she laid down and performed the most dramatic death scene I've ever witnessed. The kingdom falls, betrayed by her own blood. The neighbors definitely heard that one too. The breaking point was parent-teacher conference. Her preschool teacher pulls me aside with this concerned look. Penelope has been telling the other children they need her permission to use the playground equipment. Apparently she'd been issuing permits, hand-drawn permits that said things like, "Slide privileges granted by order of Princess Supreme," with an expiration date. She was running a full bureaucracy in preschool. She even had a waiting list for the swings. Kids were bribing her with fruit snacks for expedited approval. The teacher showed me a whole folder of confiscated permits. One kid had paid 3 juice boxes for a week-long sandbox pass. I get home ready to have a serious talk. I find her in the bathroom trying to give herself a bath. The entire floor is soaked. She looks at me, water dripping from her crown, and says, "The royal bathing attendant was late, so I fired her." I said, "I'm the bathing attendant. You can't fire me." She goes, "Then you're demoted to towel holder. Please assume your position." That night at dinner, I tried reasoning with her. "Sweetheart, you can't keep acting like you rule everything." She puts down her fork, looks me dead in the eye, and says, "Why not? You're not doing it." My husband choked on his water. Even the dog looked shocked. But here's the kicker. Last week, she comes to me with a PowerPoint presentation she made on my iPad. Title, "Why Princess Supreme Deserves a Later Bedtime." It had graphs. She made graphs about her sleep patterns and energy levels. The last slide said, "In conclusion, 8 p.m. is for babies. 10 p.m. is for royalty." She's 4. She made a PowerPoint. I said no. She looked at me and whispered, "The revolution will remember this." Now I sleep with one eye open because I'm pretty sure my 4-year-old is planning a coup. And the worst part, she's probably going to succeed.